It's been a very crazy week for One Punch Man Season 3. An ongoing boycott against Bandai Namco is currently happening, with negative comments under this One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 5 post, with hundreds and hundreds of people showing their frustrations towards One Punch Man Season 3. You have this fan account with over 4.3 million views trying to convince the Japanese fans to also boycott Bandai Namco if they want change. And you even have random Madhouse X tweets which have nothing to do with the One Punch Man Season 3, and hundreds of people in the comment sections are spamming Madhouse, begging Madhouse to take One Punch Man back and to remake Season 3. Some fans believe that bullying the studio will try to convince them to remake Season 3 the same way the fans were pestering Paramount to remake Sonic the Hedgehog, because oh my goodness, that design was horrifying. You have the IMDb score actually getting lower in ratings. It is now currently at a 6.1 out of 10, while a lot of fans on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube are very negative towards One Punch Man Season 3. It does look like people are split. Some people absolutely love the episode and some people absolutely hate it. If people did like the episode, then great, I'm happy for you guys. But to give the episode a 10 out of 10 and to call it perfect with no issues whatsoever is absolutely insane to me. I think whenever something gets a lot of negativity, some people out there in the big wide world are very quick to defend it. You can like whatever show you want to like, but all these 10 out of 10 positive scores, praising the episode, calling it perfection, are doing as much damage as the people sending the staff hateful comments. If people are just giving things 10 out of 10 calling it perfect, then the studio will look at that and be like, we don't need to change, people love it. That is why constructive criticism is always necessary in order for things to improve. And One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 6 needs to do a lot in order to try and convince fans that One Punch Man Season 3 is worth watching. And speaking of One Punch Man Season 3, the official One Punch Man website released 6 new preview images for One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 6, also known as Episode 30, Mismatched Heroes. First up, we have this very cartoony design of Tatsumaki, thanks to these X accounts who have compared the manga to the anime. Looking at what Tatsumaki looks like in the manga compared to the anime, this is a huge improvement when it comes to how she's designed in the anime. The artwork is crudely drawn in the manga. Next up, we have this shot of both Darkshine and Pig God, and I do like the perspective. I do like the shining, the way it's shaded in. It's a pretty decent shot in my opinion. Next up, we have the Child Emperor, and I won't lie, there is nothing impressive about this shot. It looks pretty much the same as every other Child Emperor shot, a bog standard front view shot of him licking the lollipop. Next up, I do like this shot of a Mai mask in this anime new preview image. I like the shading, the lighting, and even the perspective, but when you do compare it to the manga, I do like the perspective in the manga even more. You can see his legs at the bottom of the frame, so it does make me wonder if in this shot in the anime will we have a panning up shot from his legs to his head. But the way he is drawn in both anime and manga, it does look like the camera is looking down on him. It feels like someone taller than a Mai mask is looking down on him. It actually makes him look a little bit more vulnerable. I wonder what he is going through in this moment. Who knows, I am an anime only. Next up, we have what appears to be a brand new character. I have never seen this person before. Although I do recognize them from the opening theme song, they do appear to be some sort of Olympic athlete who actually also might be a pro hero. I do wonder what class they rank, but whatever class they rank, the fact that they did get a sequence in the opening theme song more or less confirms that this person is going to play a huge part in Season 3. But I must say that the way they are drawn in the manga, they have a lot more expressions on their face, and the detailing in the manga is absolutely stunning, particularly the way their hair has so much detail. And finally, we have what appears to be Bang, also known as Silver Fang, and King. What on earth is King reacting to? I have not read the synopsis yet, but my theory is that King is being told that he is part of this new mission, and looking at the opening theme song, it does look like the heroes raid the Monster Association. And you know that King is a fraud, he doesn't have any real strength, so I don't really blame the dude for looking absolutely horrified. Although the anime did a good job at drawing his eye expressions, this manga still is infinitely more superior. I just feel like the anime couldn't quite captured the streak lines going across his face, and this shot of Bang the Silver Fang looks pretty identical from manga to anime. It almost looks like the artist practically colored over this manga still, because wow, it looks so unbelievably similar. And those are all the 6 new preview images for One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 6. Since I am an anime only, I don't know the future of the story, it'll be fun for me to predict what could happen. So we ended the episode with Saitama about to go into the Monster Association lair. I think as Gaara is fighting Orochi, and then we are going to get that sequence of Gaara and Saitama versus Orochi in the opening theme song. I do believe the first half will be the continuation of the Orochi battle in the Monster Association lair, and the second half of the episode will pretty much be the heroes at a meeting, possibly them discussing how to get into the Monster Association and to fight the monsters, and potentially Orochi. That's my theory. But let us read the synopsis, and if you don't want to read the synopsis and want to go into this episode being surprised, then skip ahead on the timestamp. Before invading the Monster Association, the S-Class heroes gather to hold a strategy meeting. As their opinions differ, a My Mask, the #1 A-Class hero, appears, and a fierce confrontation ensues between them and the S-Class heroes, bringing the situation to a boiling point. As the heroes' intentions intersect, the showdown with the Monster Association draws near. So I was more or less right, they are having yet another meeting, planning their attack against the Monster Association. But I am quite concerned at the lack of Saitama and Gaara and Orochi in this synopsis. I am guessing the conclusion of that fight will be quite short in the first half of this episode. It could actually happen before the opening theme song plays, or maybe Saitama, Gaara and Orochi will be fighting at the very end of the episode. But regardless, do these new images give me any hope for the future of One Punch Man Season 3? Absolutely not. I am going into this episode with absolutely low expectations, and why is that? Well, Van Ober last week was hyping up Season 3 Episode 5 of One Punch Man. Me and a lot of fans online were absolutely excited to see what One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 5 was going to look like, due to the way the manga readers were hyping up this fight and the way Van Ober was hyping it up. So I was going in with very high expectations. I was expecting Sakuga Paradise. And what did we get? A slideshow nightmare. I don't really blame Van for hyping it up. I am sure they were very excited to see their work being shown by millions of people all around the world, but oh man, I can't hide my disappointment towards One Punch Man Season 3 Episode 5. It was an absolute mess. So I'm going into this new episode with low expectations. I guess we've got to wait and see what this episode will look like on Sunday. Tell me in the comments down below, what do you guys think of all of this? Do you like or hate the new preview images? Tell me. Like this video, subscribe for more One Punch Man videos, as well as other anime news updates, reviews, comparisons, breakdowns, rankings, and more. Thank you for watching. The Second Boy Dude signing out.